Hello, my fellow gaming nerds, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm actually quite excited for this episode since, well, we get to raid a base, and we get to redo this thing.
How am I gonna get down from here?
Shut up, Aloy, we already know.
This should be quite the ride.
Whee! The animation looks so lifeless. I have to admit, since the Aloy barely reacts to the
I'd do that
angle.
again if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
Yeah, me too. That's called fun, Aloy. And it's what most game companies don't do these days. Except for Astrobot. Hmm. Though I have to say,
Redmaw is no ordinary Thunderjaw. As if an ordinary one weren't bad enough.
hmm. Did I make her fall over? Darky! 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 How am I missing? Wait, is that that's a goose? I'm sorry, what? Impossible. It's a mortal! Hunter arrow. Is there a difference between a regular arrow and a hunter arrow? God. You know, I find two stupid things about Horizon. One, there's a difficulty that just negates the challenge if you just want to focus on the story. To which, what's the point? If you don't want any challenge of the gameplay, you might as well just watch a video on the entire story of Horizon. Like, bruh. But also, it's naming convention. Some things have normal names still. Like, for example, medicinal herbs like these, and arrows. However, the name Precision Arrow, what do you think? Go ahead, I'll give you a moment. Type it in the comments. What do you think the name Precision Arrow means?
And one of these.
If you thought an auto-aiming arrow that slightly homes in on the target, you would be dead wrong, and you should feel bad about it. If you thought a very special arrow that does major damage, you're correct. But how? How would you think of that? When I got a precision arrow in Horizon in VR, which I will play when I get 100 subscribers, so make me suffer. I thought it would be like, okay, they gave me this somewhat OP arrow. It probably won't fully home in on the target, oh boy. But it will definitely home in somewhat on the target. Just enough to make it easier, say if you like miss by a couple centimeters. However, it's just an arrow that does more damage and knocks off more plates. Oh god. Like more like armor. But how'd that be the first thing you think of when you think precision? Like, yes,
I'd have to ditch something.
Yeah. God. Wait. Oh my god. This is the worst thing ever. This is the worst potting ever. passing. Or maybe I just timed it wrong. It's one or the other. The Horizon Zero Dawn's inventory system is... It's not bad, it just doesn't work for a game like this. For example, Resident Evil. That game...
It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Yeah. Shut up, Ayla. It's Resident Evil, survival horror. The focus is less on the action and spooks than it is on the...
Keep that for later.
It's less focused on the action and horror than it is on the actual survival. There's still horror aspects, but it's not as much as a focus as the actual survival part is. There, it makes sense to have a limited inventory to show how powerless your character is, to show that they're weak. However, here... Here, it doesn't make sense. I get that the whole premise is
Can't carry more.
survival, you have to survive. But... No? Like, I get the idea, but it's just not really dealt with that well. Especially considering that you're most likely going to collect everything you find along the way, and...
Never know when I might need these.
Oh, God. Could you stop talking about... That's something after every second. But like, with this, you're most likely going to collect everything you find along the way, and having limited heals
That'll
is
help.
okay. Hey, having somewhat limited resources is okay. I never say that you should have unlimited, but you just ran out of space for very valuable items so quickly. For consumables, makes sense. Perfect idea. For items where you're most likely going to either use them to craft something else, or use them as ammunition into something, that doesn't really make sense, as, well, you're most likely going to need an abundance of them. Again, having limited heals is fine. It can allow the player to strategize more with their game plan and not just going head heavy, knowing that, oh well, I'll have as many heals as I need. But with this, it's different, since you're constantly running out of space for items you are going to need for either better equipment, in crafting, or selling. Into which, that's just a bit dumb. In my opinion, at least. Since I'd rather have an overabundance of items than a lack of items. It's like in Resident Evil, during my most recent episode, which you should watch. No, so where? Oh yeah. Bloody. I ran out of ammo because I went in there with the mentality of, okay, I may not have a lot of ammo for my pistol, but I...
Look out below!
Oh my god, you did not need to shout that, Ayla. You're not even sliding. But I ended up spending almost all of my ammo, and now I'm not gonna know how I'm gonna conquer the next little challenge that it has for me in order to get the lion head. But with this, it just gets annoying after a while. So it's like, okay, cool. Like, okay, cool.
There's gotta be a way to override even these things.
Oh, trust me, there is. Except, it's very tedious, but back on track. Like, it just gets frustrating because you'll be in the middle of the battle and just run out of heals. And I get the idea is to invoke challenge, but like it is with these Undertale fan games, putting more uh, putting more information on screen, in visual or not, that doesn't make for a better fight. It's,
You'll do.
for example, in Portal, the gameplay is good and it works. However, imagine having 3 other people to take care of. Oh, not even that. Like 3 other resources to navigate. You need stuff in order to maintain your portal gun, and you need stuff in order to jump. You need stuff in order to heal. Blah 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 blah. Imagine if you had that, and on top of that, you had to sneak past enemies. And if you were spotted, you'd... Oh, what the hell? And if you were spotted, you'd have to face so many enemies. That would just break the flow of the game. It would be less about puzzles, and it would be more about survival. And it would break the flow of the game. So yeah. But I'm playing this because, oh, wow. I like suffering, and you like to watch me suffer. So rejoice. Also, another complaint. Why does it lag whenever... Why does it lag whenever...
The eclipse focus
Hey,
network,
we're
you
not...
said.
It doesn't...
So how are we gonna do that?
It doesn't lag
Oh, wait.
like...
I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
It's like what's the word?
They're the handholds, right where you said they'd be. Did you get that, Silence? No? Fitting name you got there.
Why does it like take a moment for the things to switch from
Alright, what now?
and the meta?
Hey, wait, that's what. Take a seat at the campfire and rest. When night falls, we'll talk.
At least I'll have a fire to keep me company.
Why does it like take a moment for it all to switch over to
It's a
red?
long way to come just for a campfire. How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the focus network will crash.
So you were part of the eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
Well, that shall be all for today. I've been your host, KnightNinja, and I'll catch you nerds later. See ya!